to be on the Invincible.
That was lit. This man right here is a bad man.
We can do some damage on some churros down there.
Yeah!
Welcome back to Invincible, the show where we tell the stories of the plays, the players, and the pursuit of becoming invincible both on and off the field. My name is Vince Wolfram, and today I'm joined by last weekend in college football's legend, Zephian Wade of Louisville. He's an equipment manager over there. Zephian, man, it's been a week for you, my friend.
It has been. It's definitely been a week, but I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it.
How many years have you worked with Louisville football? Are you still a student? Because if so, I know class homework this week was probably not on the agenda, right?
It was, listen, it still had to be on the agenda. Mama Wade made sure that was the most important thing. As soon as all of this happened, she was like, don't let this stop you from doing your work. You still got school work to do. So, that still had to be on the agenda.
Mama Wade keeping them in check. That's what we like to see. All right, so Zeph, let's take it back to Saturday, right? This moment happens. I want you to walk me through it from your perspective, through your eyes, your lens. What happened on this play where the scuffle happens, you end up with the ball, all of a sudden you don't, ball's in the stands? Walk me through this crazy moment from Saturday's game.
Basically, so going into the game, like our bosses, they had made a big point to try and get the footballs back, because the last time we went to Pittsburgh 2 years ago, we had lost about 3 or 4 footballs due to turnovers and the Pittsburgh players throwing them into the stands. And so our boss, he was like, just make sure we try and get those footballs back, and we just really wanted to get them back. That's just the main thing. And so I remember the Pitt player, he made a great play. He had picked it off. He had returned it back to the house, and I'm running down there. I wish there was another clip of me running, or somebody had a clip of me running down the sideline, because I was sprinting. I was booking it down there. And so I was getting down there, and then I was just trying to just stay calm and relax. And then I had seen him over there. I went behind him. I knocked the ball out of his hand for a quick second. I had it in my hand, and then next thing you know, I just I'm feeling everybody just grabbing on me and tugging on me. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, why are they? It was such a wild moment. And then once the ball went into the stands, usually the chances of us getting it are real, real low. So, I didn't expect to get the ball back. So really, I had to thank the Pitt equipment managers and the Pittsburgh security. They helped me get that ball back. It wasn't just me. It was a team effort. It really was.
Working as a team is a good thing. It's nice when opponents can come together for a good cause like that, getting the football back. And then after, I'm sure the moment happened and you probably just didn't think much of it, right? And then after the game, I'm sure you looked at this thing and were like, whoa, right?
Yeah, my phone still has been buzzing nonstop. It's been going and going. I honestly I didn't think it was going to go viral. I didn't think it was going to blow up like this. I simply was just doing my job. I was just simply doing my job, and all of a sudden, I think at halftime, one of my coworkers, he had pulled out his phone and he showed me, and he was like, "Dude, you're going viral right now." I'm like, "What? What?" And then he showed me the video, because that was my first time seeing the video, and so yeah. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm really trending." I said, but then at first I was like, "Okay, I'm trending," but then the first thought in my head was, okay, I just want Louisville to win. That's the most important thing to me. I just want Louisville to win, because then that'll make things 10 times better. And so we ended up winning. I got the ball back, I want to say by the end of the third quarter going into the fourth. And right after we got the ball back, we scored back-to-back touchdowns and we took the lead. And so it was insane timing. It was really crazy timing.
So what I'm hearing is you're dancing around the point here. You recovered the football and Louisville won because of it.
Maybe. I try I don't want to take too much credit for it. But I will say I definitely noticed, because everybody was saying as soon as what I did happened, Louisville outscored Pitt 34-10. So I definitely peeped that. But I don't want to say too much. I don't want to take too much credit.
Yeah, and it was a weird game, right? The first quarter, the first half, it felt like the Cards got punched in the mouth a little bit. But then after that moment, it was Miller Moss was turning up. The defense held Pitt to no points in the second half and came out victorious. What is the vibe been when you're going to practice this week, right? I'm sure the locker room is buzzing around you and this clip from Saturday.
It definitely has been. Jeff Brohm, Coach Brohm has said something about it a couple of days ago, and so I wasn't expecting that. I like the support and the appreciation I've been getting from the fans has just been great, and I really do appreciate it. It's made me happy, and that like them supporting me has just made me want to continue to have the fans of Louisville have their back, and so the practice has been great. The coaches have been talking to me. They've been like, you did such a great job. Like, we really appreciate you and respect you. And so that's the thing that really makes me happy, is to see that, equipment managers in general are just starting to get some type of attention.
But I did not know what was going on until after the game. I'm like you guys. It was enjoyable to see someone fight for our ball back, even though we gave it to him for a touchdown. Especially with the energy and enthusiasm he had. And you know what? He's tough too. So I think he may hear some of our talks and watched our team play, and he wanted to win as much as any of us. And he's been with us for a long time now. And all those guys play a role, and they're fun to be around. And all those ball guys and equipment guys love football, and they wish they were out there on the field. So he definitely stood up for the Cards, and we're proud of him.
Football players, right, they practice all week to have this big moment on Saturdays and try to get a win. You have the same thing. The preparation for the equipment managers is, I think, what's going unseen here. You work with these footballs and prepping these things for the game. Tell me what, I guess, the week leading up to this Saturday game is like, in terms of you not only prepping footballs, but all the other different tasks that you have to do to get ready for a Saturday game.
Oh, it's a lot. So we start getting prepared Sunday, like the Sunday after the game. That's when we're rotating. So like a Sunday after a game would look like. So I'll say for Pitt, we were wearing. So this week we're wearing white helmets and red jerseys, red pants. And so last week we wore all white. So we had to flip all of the white helmets, pretty much flip them, put the black ones out that they practice in, and then we're gonna clean the red helmets, get them prepared for whenever we wear those again. So, and then this week we've been cleaning, decaling the white helmets, reconditioning the red jerseys and the red pants to get them prepared. And so today's really a big day for us. Fridays are usually our biggest day, because we're going to be at the facility till probably like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, because we got to put jerseys on pads today. We have to tape shoulder pads. We got to clean the locker room. Just get everything prepared for the home game tomorrow against Virginia, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one. The big week Virginia had last week, rushing the field at Florida State. Are you nervous at all that they're going to take any more footballs?
I am, just a little bit. Like that is something I am worried about, because going the rest of the season, I know a lot of teams are going to try and test me, and they're going to try and take some footballs. But now, like, I don't plan on getting into any more scuffles with anybody. Like, my plan now is to just go about it the right way, talk to the referees, talk to the security. That way I don't put my life in danger or any sorts, or anybody else's life in danger.
No, seriously. I mean, right. They're the ones in pads and helmets. You're not
Right.
you're not in that. You're just repping the footballs.
Exactly.
Of the teams that Louisville has played against in the years that you've worked with the football program, I think people underestimate the fact that, like, when you're on offense and you do get picked off, like, that ball may or may not come back to you.
Oh, 100%. Like, I don't think people understand how hard it is. Sometimes it can be difficult. Really, it's supposed to be the referee's job to get the football back. But a lot of, I get it. A lot of referees are trying to maintain the flow of the game. And so I get, they can't sometimes get to it. And so at that point, I don't want to say it's in our hands, but it is at that point. And so my goal wasn't to just cause a commotion. And like honestly, I did not even know that ESPN had a camera over there. I had no idea that they had a camera over there. I was just trying to do my job, trying to get the ball back, and next thing you know, we're here.
I think that's too why there's been so much applause, because at the end of the day, you were doing your job and you were protecting the football. Is there a program or an away stadium that you've been to, or maybe even a home stadium, that's been terrible in terms of keeping the balls in a safe place?
Not necessarily. Like, honestly, none of them. I've never had an event like this happen at any school. Like, we'll have some teams like try and like take a football, or they'll try and knock it out of my hand and grab it, and we usually get it back. But I've never had something like this where somebody was trying to fight me, or get at me for the football. I've never had anything like this happen before.
I can imagine your mind was probably like, what in the world is going on?
Oh,
Because you
it
see,
was
I mean, you have the football, and the look
yeah.
on your face when they come back to get it is like, yo,
It really caught me off guard. The funny thing about it is like after it all happened, like I like in my mind I'm thinking like, okay, like I want to win now just cuz this happened and like they just grabbed and did all of this to me. But I was also thinking to myself like, okay, I got to figure out how to get this ball back. And so like I immediately talked to Pittsburgh security, and then but the crazy part about it is also, and I will say, the Pittsburgh sideline and the Pittsburgh staff full of class. They all came up, they apologized to me. They're like, that shouldn't have happened to you, man. Like you were just trying to do your job. Like we get it. Like it's that shouldn't have happened to you. And both of those Pitt players both got in contact with me and apologized too. And so I really respect and appreciate everybody from Pittsburgh for that. I really do.
that's the cool piece of it, right? Is they both acknowledge that you were just a guy trying to do your job.
Yeah, yeah.
In your time at Louisville, right? You come from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. How did you find Louisville, and how did you get started with the Louisville football program?
So it was my senior year of high school. Like I knew going like I kind of knew early on that college football wasn't in my plan for the rest of my life. But I knew that I wanted to work in sports. I just didn't know what sector of sports I wanted to be in. Like I didn't know if I wanted it to be sports media. I didn't know if I wanted it to be equipment. So there were so many different pathways, and that's the beauty of working in sports is there's so many different pathways you can go down. And so one of my close friends, he goes to MTSU. His name is Jared Hepborn. He was an equipment manager there, and he had told me about the job. He was like, Zeph, I think you would really like the job. Like just see if other schools are going to let you do it. And so when I was touring schools, I was looking at a bunch of other schools asking questions about being an equipment manager, and none of the other schools had got back to me. The only one that did was Louisville. And so when I toured the school here at Louisville, I felt so comfortable. Like nothing felt uncomfortable on campus. Like it just felt natural for me to be there. And then once I called athletics, me and my mom, we had gotten into contact with athletics. Told them I was interested in being an equipment manager, and I honestly got lucky because at first there was no more spots to be a football equipment manager, but there was spots to be a basketball equipment manager, and so I was like, okay, like I would be okay with doing basketball. But then over the summer, Ed Connell, our boss, he had called us. He said, hey, a spot has opened up. If you're still interested in it, we'd love to have you on board. And I'm so glad I took that job because again, now we are here. Everything happens for a reason too. My mom has always, because I was like curious. I'm like, Mom, like, do I really want to focus on football like that anymore? Because I was starting to become a bigger fan of basketball. But I ended up taking the job, and I don't regret it. Like I love my job, I really do. I take pride in it. I care a lot about my job, and I show up with a great mindset every day as well.
Yeah, that was on full display, right, on Saturday at Pittsburgh. What's the dream for you? I know, what are you, a Steelers fan, I think I saw?
I'm a Titans fan.
Titans fan, okay.
I'm gonna rep my hometown team. They're struggling a little bit, but they'll get it together.
They need you.
They need somebody. If they need me to come in there and motivate the team, I will. I'll do whatever I can because the Titans do need a lot of help. They need a lot of help.
They could use a guy that values the football maybe the way that you do.
Maybe.
What is the dream for you? I know you're majoring in sports admin down there at U of L, looking at sports media too. What's the dream at the end of the day?
Just to continue to build and grow my platform. I do want to go into sports media. That's something that I am passionate about. So just trying to gain more knowledge and learn about how the sports media world works. Like I feel like I have what it takes to do what you're doing, sitting behind the mic, talking sports. I really enjoy like your episode with TND. I'm a big fan of TND. I've been following TND for a very long time. So to hear him like talk about me was insane. Like I was losing it. But that's something I really do enjoy debating. College sports, pros, like in football, basketball, baseball. I genuinely can talk about sports all day. Like don't even get me started. It's pretty funny.
Okay, now be real with me. Who used the hashtag That's Our Ball better, you or Braun?
Ooh, see, that's a good question. I'm a Braun fan because I'm a Laker fan. So
Okay.
I'm a Laker fan. But I'm gonna say me just because I'm a little biased. I'm gonna say me. I'm definitely gonna
You
say
know,
me.
I'd say you too. And I'll play into that bias a little
I
bit.
appreciate that.
Brown was on the bench when he said it,
Right,
which I think
right.
is a little different.
And
Like, you had ball in the hand. Like, you were
exactly,
ready
and
to defend your house.
right, and LeBron didn't go get the ball back. He just told everybody, "I actually got that ball back." You know that,
Right. He was
that's the
talking
difference.
officials. You were real deal.
Right, right, exactly. I got the ball back. That is our ball, and it really is like that. That's the like that's kind of the mindset for all equipment managers. Like all the equipment managers around the world. Like we know that the job is not necessarily glorified or something to look at, but we do it because we want to work hard. We want to see all of our hard work when we're seeing the players play and they're looking real cold in their uniforms. Like that means something to me. That really does.
One last question for you before I let you bounce here. Get to class, ace that test. Did you get the football?
Yes, we did. We
So you
did.
do have the football. The
Yes.
sacred football is in your hands.
I
It
don't
is.
I don't have it like right now with me, but it is at the Louisville facility, and Miller Moss is ready to throw touchdowns with it this weekend. I'm excited.
There we go. We got to get you a football that says this is Zeph's football.
Yeah,
That's
we're
our
making
ball.
we're making something happen. We're making something happen. Some hopefully we're getting some stuff rolling because we've seen it sometimes now where equipment managers can get some NIL deals. So we're trying to make
Come on.
we're trying to make something happen. Drop some merchandise or get something rolling at least.
What's the dream NIL deal if you could have one?
Oh, the Dream NIL deal. So my favorite candy of all time is Sour Patch Kids. So if Sour Patch Kids would love to work with me, I would love to work with them. Like that is the dream right there. It's my favorite candy. I feel like it would just be a perfect matchup. It would just be a perfect collab.
Come on, I'm all about it. I'd buy Sour Patch Kids with your face on it, just so I can say that's our ball and get a nice bag of Sour Patch Kids. I think that would be pretty awesome. Well, Zephian, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the Louisville, Virginia game this weekend. That should be a good one at L&N Stadium. And make sure, no balls leaving that stadium, right?
They won't. That's our ball. They're gonna stay in the Card Stadium, baby.
That's our ball. All right, Zephian. We appreciate you joining this episode of Invincible. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment for more. Check this one out. We've got a full podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube with clips on all sorts of social medias. If you don't see it, you're living under a rock. Zephian, my man, we appreciate you, and we'll keep an eye out for you as the season continues.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys next time.